Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. False was kind enough to come to my base. I should probably preface this by saying these last couple weeks before our 100 days are up are really going to be about kind of helping everyone out, each other. Some people helping me helping other people, etc., etc. Now, over the course of the series, I have accumulated a lot of gear, and I have not been particularly diligent about scrapping it. So False was kind enough to come to my base and take a bunch of it out and take the good stuff to the inn at spawn so that lower level players can basically have decent gear that they can make use of, and then she just kind of sorted everything else. So that was amazing. It does mean that my storage room is a little bit messy right now, but I'll deal with that momentarily. I did go ahead and make a little bit of a tweak to our mob farm down here. And essentially, let's turn this on. Oh, nope, I don't want guardians. You'll notice I put spikes. These are bamboo spikes. They are just up against the wall, and they are here to deal with these annoying types of creatures that flop around and bounce around and all that kind of annoying stuff. So what we can do is, let's grab, for example, some salmon. You can throw that guy in here. And then turn on the farm. And we will start spawning salmon. You'll notice they flop around a lot, but eventually they either run into the player damage plate in the middle or into the spikes on the side, causing us to have a source now of salmon. And we can get cod from guardians along with all the prismarine stuff. So, yeah, also works for elder guardians as well. Although very, very slowly. In a perfect world, I would upgrade these spikes to a different type that does more damage. But it is fairly complex. I may still do it. We'll see. I guess it depends on how much I'm going to need Elder Guardian drops, because I really only need it for that. But what I didn't know, I was like, oh, no big deal, some lingering potions. The thing is, in order to do this, you actually need to make a lingering water bottle. And the way you do that is with Create. You need to make a spout that pours water into a bottle on a thing, and you got to make a whole setup for it. You can't just craft it or do it in a brewing stand or whatever. So that's a little different than vanilla, but that's fine. Anyway, so as I said, we are working with other hermits. We are trying to sort of build each other up as much as possible in preparation for the final boss fight that is eventually going to be happening. There are a fair number of crystals. Some of these have been completed by me. Some of these have been completed by other people. And then there are a bunch more dolls in here. Totems. The thing is, you can make a crystal, or a doll, I should say. There are 2 recipes for it. You can make a vault doll with a wither skeleton skull, or with a totem of undying. With my mob farms, I essentially have infinity amounts of all of those. So the only hard part here is the crystal. Each doll requires a vault crystal. I do want to make some of these. I'm one of the higher level players on the server, but I am not the highest. There are some people up in the 90s. And honestly, if they're going to run vaults, I might as well take advantage of having a couple dolls in there just so I can get a cut of the experience as well. So I have a crystal here, and I believe all I need to do is go... Oh, you know what? I actually don't think I have any skulls in my actual refined storage system. I think they're all down here. Yeah, there we go. Let's just grab those. And we will throw some skulls into here, and then we just need sticks. Boop, 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 boop. Throw a crystal, and then a wither skeleton skull. And that makes a little Welsknight doll. Now, I don't know what affects the experience and the efficiency. I'm assuming it's just random, but I guess we will find out. So let's go here, and basically, I just need to make a bunch of crystals. Now, I do have a bunch of knowledge points. I wonder how much knowledge point... I might be able to... I have an idea. I don't know if it will work. Let's see. 54, that would be what? 6 more knowledge points? So if we do this and that gets us just enough to unlock Alter Automation. The thing is, in order to do that, it says it allows you to automate your crystal altar with either refined storage or applied energistics. So I don't know if I can just send an exporter. Like, I'll have to do a little research into this. But if I can just hook up an export bus, or an exporter, I guess they're called. Export bus was the applied energistics equivalent, essentially. But if I can just hook up an exporter to this thing and dump stuff that way, that would be awesome. I just don't know if that's how it actually works. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that and find out. But that might make our life a lot easier when it comes to making crystals. Okay, so I've done a little digging, and yeah, this is actually pretty cool. So I think we can totally do this. So let's go ahead and unlock Alter Automation. Now, to make this, we need an altar conduit, and this thing is not cheap. It does require an echo pog. Thankfully, we have all the things we need to make it. Oh, I'm actually low on these as well. We'll just throw one of those in there. No big deal. But there we go. So what we need to do is we take this and we shift right-click on the controller for our refined storage system. And then I think you just put this on top of this thing, although I don't know if I can do that right now. Can I just... Yeah, like this, I guess. And then you'll see items will start flying out from our controller and going towards this, which is pretty cool. Now, the thing is, it's not very fast. So let's do something about that. There are upgrades you can get for this. They're not super expensive. Some of them require a pog. We're going to need a total of, well, actually quite a few of these. So let's actually make like 2 stacks of perfect Larimar gems. It's not like I'm lacking Larimar anyway. And we'll make like 16 of these. That's fine. And then what we need to do is make 10 speed enhancements. Oh, that's only 2. What just happened? Oh, it's sucking. I don't have enough power. Gotcha. Okay, so can I take this off? I don't think I can. I think we need more power. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. The alternate conduit sucks up a ton of power. Gotcha. This is fine. The problem is, you know what? Let's do this. Let's grab you and you. Just temporarily. And we'll put this guy right here. That should get this thing going again. I think. Maybe. No. I thought it would. I mean, there's a million FE per tick in here, but it's fine. I guess we'll do this instead. And throw some coal in. And, there we go. That should work. So that'll get this thing going again. And then we'll throw our battery here, I guess. Can I change this to extract? No. Okay. Well, it's fine. So this is we're gonna need to do something about our power situation, but that's okay. Let's do this. Let's look and see what we actually have here. We've got a basic thermo generator, a hardened fernator, a blazing energy cell, a spirited fernator. That should work. Okay, and then I need cables of some sort of energy. Oh man, these are not cheap though. These like high end. Well, 500, 2,000. I mean, these aren't that bad. Yeah, we should be able to do this. So let's just make a few of these. And then we need to make some of these so that we can make a bunch of these, which then allows us to make that. And then we should be able to upgrade. Oh, I need you as well. Okay, basic. There we go. These should work. If we put you like here, and then another one here, then we just need to give this thing coal, which we have an abundance of. And then that thing will generate a significant amount of power. So we should be good. Okay, so heading back to our altar conduit. Yeah. Anyway, we need, as I said, 10 of these total. And we're going to take 8 of them and turn them into quantity enhancements. Like so. And then we just pop over here. Do I need to break this thing? Oh, no, I can just click on it. And we can put 2 speed enhancements in here and 2 quantity enhancements, and that will drastically speed up the process. Now, the question is, no, it does not speed up the power usage. Good. So, at the moment, we still need to right-click the button. Right-click the button? Oh, I don't have enough kelp. That would be why. Okay, let me go get some kelp. Okay, now that I have kelp, we can just throw that into here. Oh, that is not the right chest. Looks like I actually need to apply a storage upgrade to my kelp thing. But there we go. Now we have kelp. And now this thing is complete. So we press the button, and it still pops out the crystal that way. But if I take a new rock and throw it on there, we should see a decent amount of items. And you'll see this stuff fills up pretty quick. Certainly much faster than having to do all of this myself. Now, I don't have a whole lot in the way of brown mushrooms at the moment. Again, though, that will be pretty easy to fix. We can just put down some brown mushroom blocks. And I can grab out a fortune paxel. We can break those, and that will get us some mushrooms. So, should be fine. There's probably also a way to automate this process, but for now, this is okay. Okay, there we go. We got 20. Oh, we need 26. Hopefully this gets us enough. Yep, there we go. Okay, fantastic. And I think you can still throw... Yep, you can still throw them as normal. So that works out. But yeah, way faster. basically just yanks the stuff from my storage system. Good to go. Piece of cake. Way, way faster and easier. Don't have to mess around with going into my system, grabbing things out, throwing it, all that kind of stuff. I can just have it all automated nicely for me. Now, power is a little bit of a issue. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab ourselves some coal. Reminder, I can make infinite coal because I have a wither skeleton farm, and they create coal. So, you know, we're not worried about running out. We're not worried about burning through this. That's all totally fine. And then what we'll do is I'm just going to break this guy. Yeah, okay, well, that's fine. And this guy. Put those back where they were so that I have something to power my my smelter, because that's still important. And we'll throw some coal into you. And then what we need to do is actually automate this. So what we're going to do is go sandstone. Just grab one piece so I can fill up that one lava spot right there. But what I need to do is go exporter, and I need one of these. And they're not super hard to make. They're pretty cheap, honestly. And then what I need to do is just kind of pop down here so we can go like this. And I need to set this to only export coal. So we go like so and like that. And that should, as you'll see, provide this thing with a constant supply of coal. And this thing generates 8,000 FE per tick, which is a lot. So we should be good there. Yeah, we're going to be going through coal, but you'll see it will stack up. And this thing does not use coal when it's not running. When it's maxed out, we're good to go. So as long as we run our wither skeleton farm every now and again to get more coal, because at the moment we have about 4.5 thousand, but you know, we could use more in the future, then we're good. So that is essentially the automation of the bench. And now all I need to do is just kind of clean things up and make it look pretty. I also did run a cable from our refined storage system down to here. So all of this stuff is now in the refined storage system. There's now a storage bus connected to this drawer controller. And that way, if I need something from down here, I can just go get it and not have to worry. I don't have to come all the way downstairs. I can just grab what I need. Let's grab wither skeleton skulls. Let's throw those in there. And let's just let those run for a bit. Turn on the farm. And we will start getting coal. And should be good to go. So that will help tremendously. That'll make sure we always have enough coal in our system to run the generator and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, not too bad. So bit of an unfortunate roll on this egg. I need 28 turtle eggs, and it's pretty rough. I'm hoping that I can do this with an animal jar, because I do have eternal spawn egg. That part's not a problem. Let's go ahead and turn off this farm. Let's turn off this guy, and let's grab out the wither skeleton egg. Put it back in here, and let's grab the turtle egg and throw it into there. We'll do something like that. Okay, now, which one's my silk touch? This one. So, what we can do... Oh, I did not mean to do that. I just broke glass panes that I didn't want to. It's fine. Oops. Oh, well. So if you shift click on these, let's do this very carefully. Let's just break like you. And let's just make sure. Okay, good. Because what I need to do is I need to break the player damage plate. And those things are very expensive. So I want to make sure I get it back. But let's just go ahead and break that temporarily. And then I believe if we spawn in some turtles, we can do this. We can take the animal jar and we can suck up some turtles. And then we can just keep doing this until we have as many turtles as we need. Let's just leave the farm on. It doesn't take that long to suck up turtles. I don't know how many I need, but we'll get a bunch. And what I'm hoping is that we can use this to make turtle eggs. That's what I'm hoping. That should be enough. Okay. How many turtles do we have? We have 60 turtles. That should be plenty. So now let's put our player damage plate back. And let's give this a try. If I throw you down right here, and I put the animal jar in, and then we get ourselves some seagrass, will these... Ah, you need a bucket. Okay. Good, good, good. So it says eggs ready. Let's make a bucket. And there we go. We got 16 turtle eggs. And then how long does it take? Every 5 minutes. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I can work with that. So we do have a way now to get turtle eggs. Thankfully, we don't need that many. It'll take me about 5 minutes, but whew, I was a little concerned. Still, though, this will work. Well, with the automation of the altar complete, I think what I'm going to do is run a vault, because I'm still on that level grind. You may have noticed I'm up to level 84 now, which is okay. I also do have a legendary bounty for ancient debris, so I'm going to have to run to the nether at some point to just do some massive mining quantity stuff. In fact, you know what? Let's do that before we run this vault. Might as well, right? I don't see why not. So let's go ahead and I think it's called the Shatterer, right? Yeah. So we want this guy, the massive one. It also has Hydro Void, which will get rid of lava. Not all of it, but it'll get rid of a good chunk. So I think this is the... Yeah, let's do this first. Might as well get the experience now. I don't see why not. And I do need my elytra. Did I put it into the thing? I did. Okay. Well, that would explain why I couldn't find it. So yeah, you know what? I was going to run a vault, but let's do a little nether trip instead. We've been running vaults like basically nonstop for the last several episodes. Let's do something a little bit different here. And I'm just going to grab this. We'll grab a double pouch here, which will fill up with the actual stuff. But what we need to do is just find a decent spot where we can just mine. Hi, you need to die. Yes, goodbye. My magnet is on, right? Yes, it is. Good. And that actually also got me a gas tier, which is useful, I suppose. Let's see. So looking at the map, let's go east, I think. That should be fine. Oh, hi. Dead. Ow. But if I just fly east for a while, I should come to an area that will be at least respectable for what I'm looking for here. Now, we do have... This guy does have smelting on it, so all of the netherrack is going to turn into stuff, and all of the... Oh, you know what? I should have actually grabbed my fortune. It's fine. Whatever. We're here for one reason. So, I have this set up so that when I do this, I don't have to worry about standing at the wrong level. I can just do one of these. Now, I don't think I'm actually getting any... Yeah, I think ancient debris takes long enough to mine that it won't instantly break. But we should basically just be able to find a spot, like here, for example, and just go for it. And eventually we will find all of the ancient debris we need, and then some, although my backpacks may fill up first. All right, my friends, back from the nether. I have 48 ancient debris. I actually misremembered. I thought I needed 48. I actually only needed 42. But we can click on this, claim our legendary bounty, turn our magnet back on, and now we have stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to take these bitter lemons out and throw them into here. And we'll take out this stuff as well. Might as well identify. I doubt any of these are going to be that great. Yeah, neither one's particularly useful. But I also set up a modular router here so that if I put this here, if I put a pouch on top of it, you're not supposed to be in my base. Go away. If I put a pouch on top of it, it will automatically export directly to the refined storage system. It'll suck things out super quickly, just to make things a little bit easier on me for certain items. It won't work for everything, but it'll be great for this loot belt, where everything that goes in there is predetermined by this. So that's, yeah, I think that was worthwhile. As far as this stuff, I really need to break all of this down. The gems I'm just going to keep throwing in here because I am going to need a new tool at some point in the near future. But yeah, we did some automation stuff today. Our altar is now fully automated. Well, not fully automated. Technically, you can automate the placing and removing of crystals as well if you really want to. But I don't intend to do that. I think I'm just fine. Oop, I accidentally threw a javelin. I think I'm fine. I want to have a little bit of control and stuff. This is plenty good. So, yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.